I remember.
Egg on the play.
Yeah.
That's a egg on the play.
Our field, that mile high in Denver. On EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Right defense, let's get it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Got a man. It's the rookie, Jerry Jeudy. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
Brings up second and...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Gordon. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Melvin Gordon.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Gets it to Gordon. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play, brings up 3rd down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
A.J. Cole in punt formation.
On fourth down, A.J. deep for the Broncos.
Just like a fumble.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
A few better when running the option or an RPO than Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, that's a nice gain right there.
And so much of making that play pay off is the decision-making. You've got to be able to make a read of the defense in a split second, whether you hand it off or keep it yourself, and he made the right decision there, no doubt about it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
First and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun now for Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller. Touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Daniel Carlson.
He is 4, and this touchdown will count. And his kick is right through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Able to get this to Gordon.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Kaepernick to throw again. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins were this close to a perfect regular season, but they couldn't finish it off. and they'll enter the playoffs with something to prove now at 15-1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
27-yard line.
On first down, Kaepernick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Makes the score. Broncos.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 31, Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 7.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Handled Las Vegas.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the end.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
With the reach.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 yards there, the Denver 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Going underneath for Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hamler now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So the Broncos now down by 8. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Denver Broncos.
He's back to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. That one into the hands of Hamilton. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
To Deshaun Hamilton. He steps up.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Buying time to his... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Roll. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Kaepernick to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Las Vegas,
it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Denver, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.